Imagine a presidential candidate who is known with a different scandal every day. Although third world countries have come to our minds as countries where this example can be realized, the hero of this video is none other than Donald Trump, who was once the President of the United States of America and is currently eligible to be the presidential candidate of the Republican Party to preside over the United States of America again and has a considerable percentage of votes in the polls. Not a day goes by that a new scandal of Donald Trump falls on the agenda of the media and becomes the subject of discussion on television screens and in the political corners of newspapers for weeks. Let's take a slow introduction to the sensational scandals of Donald Trump, the hero of our video. Who is Donald Trump, who consciously or unconsciously distorts information about himself, really is? According to German historians, his grandfather Trump emigrated to the USA in 1885, returned to Germany in 1901, married and traveled to the USA with his wife, and then tried to re-enter the country in 1905, but was turned back because he had not served in the military. At that time, Trump's father Fred was born in New York. His grandfather Frederick Trump, a barber, was born in Kallstadt, Germany, in 1869. He emigrated to America in 1885 when he was only 16 years old. He first stayed with his sister and brother-in-law in Manhattan and worked as a barber. In 1891, he traveled to Seattle and ran a restaurant, then joined the gold prospectors in the Canadian Klondike region. He not only mined gold, but also located people who wanted to get rich with gold like him, sold food and drinks, and ran a brothel. In 1892, he became a U.S. citizen. After becoming rich, he traveled to Germany and married Elizabeth Christ, a native of Germany, in 1902. After living in New York for 2 years, they returned to their hometown due to homesickness of his wife. He applied to become a German, Bavarian, citizen again, but was rejected because he was considered a deserter. Treated as an undesirable foreigner, he was deported in 1905 and returned to America with his family. On October 11, 1905, he had a son, Fred Trump. When his father Frederick Trump died in 1918 in the Spanish flu pandemic, his son Fred Trump had to go into business despite his young age. At the age of 22, he founded the company Elizabeth Trump & Son. During these years, he was briefly imprisoned for being a member of the anti-black organization Ku Klux Klan. After World War II, she grew her business and became wealthy. He built barrack-style houses for the United States Navy and soldiers. Again during this period, he started buying and selling land in Queens, New York. With a racist attitude, he did not sell flats to blacks. In 1935, he married Mary MacLeod, a Scottish immigrant, and had 5 children: Marianne, Frederick Jr., Elizabeth, Donald and Robert. Donald Trump had to leave high school in the 1960s for various reasons. In the following period, he studied at the Military Academy and the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania in Pennsylvania. After his university years, he started to work in his father Fred Trump's real estate and construction company. In 1971, he became a franchisee in his father's companies and took control. He named the company Trump Organization and moved its headquarters to Manhattan. In a short time, he made a name for himself with the hotels he built. In 1999, he lost his father. He participated in the elections held in 2000 as the presidential candidate of the Reform Party, but soon withdrew from the candidacy. In 2001, he left this party. In 2004, he stepped into show business by preparing the program The Apprentice on NBC Channel. He was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize for some of his discourses, but did not win. During the 2016 election process, he was criticized for his Islamophobic rhetoric and election promises. He was included in Forbes' list of the 400 richest people in the world in 2016. Trump, who was 70 years old in 2016, became the oldest president in U.S. history when he won the elections. In the 2020 election, his rival Joe Biden became the oldest elected U.S. president. Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, who was supposed to hand over his office to his predecessor Joe Biden on January 20, 2021, became the first President of the United States not to attend the historic handover ceremony. He is the first and only U.S. President to have more than one impeachment process initiated against him. Our Donald Trump file will continue. Our next video will deal with Donald Trump's endless harassment and rape allegations. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.